all waiting for this particular day. So I remember we were in Kanchipuram and we were still watching it on television when it did happen, and we saw the entire nation, the way we all felt sorry about it. And I'm sure millions of Bharatiyas that's there, all of us, we were just praying that this time it should go, and it did happen. Thank you so much for this lovely narration. We just have a couple of questions from the audience also. I'm sure there are a lot of curious minds wanting to know. I personally want to ask a few questions also to you. So, something basically like, why did you choose to be a scientist at ISRO? Or did you apply and you just got it, or you just moved on?
It is not by thinking that I will become a scientist. Initially, I wanted to be a doctor when I was studying in schools and all. So at the end of +2 marks, I have applied for engineering, medicine and agriculture. And for me, I got the reply immediately from engineering, and that too, I took a subject people won't even know, textile engineering. Why I took textile was, I am from a community called Devanga who does weaving. My mother knows weaving, and in Chinalapatti is famous for all sarees. So all my grandfather's parents, they are all from their place. So I was thinking, okay, let me do some revolution in textile. So I joined my college. After joining the college of first day, anyway, after within 1 week to 10 days, you will come to know about the full subject, because we were not here. This is not the world in 1981 when you go back, no computers, nothing, no internet. So we were not knowing really what other subjects, because my father built and I simply signed. I didn't even know how to put the bombs. So that was the state, and those days only interviews. So in the interview also they asked, why do you want to select textile engineering? I told, because of my mother knows weaving and all my community people knows weaving, that's why. So they selected and they given me selection. So my father only applied the college names also. I was not knowing what engineering college, which place it is there. Fortunately or unfortunately, he put me in PSC Tech Coimbatore. I didn't know that college was very famous itself. Then after joining, it was almost 2 months over, because this medicine results will come late only, as like earlier. By that time, I have bought all my T-square and other things what is required for the engineering subjects. And I had good friends also who has joined like me, everybody. And those days we have to wear only half sarees in the first year, and second year, third year, fourth year we have to wear only sarees. So already I had good friends and I paid the fees also. Main problem was already I took bank loan, because my father is a school teacher and we are 5 siblings, and my elder sister and my brother was not married, only elder sister was married, and my younger brother has to study and my younger sister was studying in school 10th standard. So everybody has to manage, and one single person's salary, how much he can get trouble. So already I paid the fees, and if I leave that fees will go. And again, engineering college was those days 5 years and engineering was 4 years. So I took engineering because I can finish faster and I can support the family. That was the thought in me that time. So I continued. After 6 months itself, I came to know textile is one of the worst people. Nowadays, like people were there, and all the seniors also were like that, and our batchmates were also like that, and that team only ragged us like anything. So then they told, after first year's based on your mark, you can switch subjects. Then I took what is so fascinating that time was electronics and communication. And in electronics and communication, compared to boys, 30 ladies and 16 to 17 boys only were there. So many ladies in our class, and somehow the electronics and communication was really fascinating, but I didn't know where to apply for jobs. Those days only we have to apply through, we have to register first in, what is it? Employment exchange. Or some newspaper, some advertisement will come. So So unfortunately or fortunately, our seniors who were there 5 years batch and we were 4-year batch. So in the first semester itself they were fighting. These people also will come, we will also come, how we will get a job. So our management decided, okay, you people study 4.5, let them study 5 years. So that way compensation for us. So we have studied, instead of coming in June, July, we finished our course in December. So when you finish your course in December, normally all advertisement comes only during January, February only. So that 6 months was really a troublesome period for me. So I approached my college, any college, anywhere, even if any teaching is also okay. Then I saw the advertisement from ISRO. So ISRO was my first advertisement. We have applied the college somewhere in February. I think April first week I got the interview call. Those days only interview. Now right now the ISRO to get into itself is really tough nowadays. Those days only interview. So in the first interview I attended in April first week. And same time my friend who was attended with me, she also came to Bangalore and we attended some 2-3 companies in Bangalore also. Those days you simply go and ask them, give your biodata, this is my biodata, whether you can select us. So they told, okay, we will see, like that they told, and they interviewed both of us also, my friend and myself. Then I got the appointment order at the end of May 30th. May 20th only I got my appointment order from ISRO. And I joined in June 2nd. So June 2nd, 1986, I joined ISRO. From then onwards, now looking back, somewhere the IT boom happened. Many people in my batch, they all left, joining for IT. That time, salary in ISRO till our 6th pay commission came, it is very, very less. And IT, those days, salaries were really good. Many people resigned and went and joined IT. So that time also I did not feel like leaving because already my job was quite interesting, and here no, it is really people will give you a lot of freedom. It's not like you have to do what I say. You can come, you can talk, you can tell in the meeting, you can get up and tell this is what I wanted to do, this is the problem, this is the way we can solve the issues. So management listens to you, either a junior or a senior. So that thing was really nice. And already launches were fascinating, so I grounded in this.
Again, in your span of 27 years, do you ever get an opportunity in any other organization? Did they call you like NASA? I'm basically asking that. There were a lot of speculations, a lot of people were offered. So were you also offered at any time?
Actually, what is happening was NASA won't call because that interactions were very less. Only with the ESA, they had some 1 year work, you can go and work and learn from them. And in ISRO, what they give is the MTech. You can do MTech from IISc or any IITs that you can apply. So that also I was selected. Somehow that time Martin did not support me. No, it's very difficult for me to do. So my boss was really very angry. You will do MTech. So that one opportunity I missed. I should have put my effort in getting one MTech. Anyway, learning, I can learn till I die. So I wanted to do everything.
Do you believe in numerology? Do you have any lucky numbers? Do you think
normally, I don't believe in numbers or anything, but I do believe, like spiritually, I have to, if I'm really troublesome or really my things, moods were very bad and my system did not work. So what I do is I go to temples. Okay, so I see my famous Ganesha is Jayanagara 4th class Ganesh because I stayed in 4th block only as a bachelor in paying guest accommodation. And so normally it need not be Ganesh any temple. Whenever I feel that's how I participate in all the things, satsang or anything. I have some belief in that. Though I am a scientist, people may say, what is this? But we do puja before our every lodge going to Tirupati, and in Shore also there is a temple. that they do the home honor, they do, keeping the launch vehicle and the satellite. So there is something there, whatever is, people, it's all depending upon their mind. It is up to you. If you have belief, you follow it. Nobody has stopped. It's within you only. So nobody has told you how to be with God or whatever it is. So that is the thing. I don't have any lucky number or anything. This is the thing.
So if Kalpana is traveling, what are the key things you would keep? And how do you plan your days?
For a travel, first thing is because I truck a lot and with a minimum luggage going is always preferable. So because you need to carry your luggage. And the second one is the important thing, what you need for your energy giving. Because sometimes the place where you go food may not be good. Because even when we travel abroad or to Sri Lanka, sometimes the food may not be good. So how to live with the minimum food and water. I always carry water with me whenever I travel. And luggage wise, minimum things only I carry, no extra things. And even if you see my makeup kit or anything, only one bindi and powder. That much only will be there. Offline when I am applying kajal. So that is the minimum thing because we are brought up like that. That is the main thing. So it's like how you brought up will continue forever. And though even today I earn a lot, I don't feel like spending also. So, but I like to travel. I like to see, meet people, meet different things, and that is my motto. So travel wise, as light as you want to carry, you carry. Only essential things.
So I'm sure there are a lot of the younger generation who has come. They're all very inspired by Kalpana now. But Kalpana, who has inspired you?
For me, my boss Alex, Dr. T.K. Alex, he was my founder guru, I can tell. And when I joined ISRO, college-wise, I guide and guru, you can tell Chandrayaan sir, he is my project guide also. Even today, he remembers our names and with our serial numbers, full our batch names, numbers he remembers. And I feel my college only gave lot of knowledge about what is required for me to continue. But the foundation in engineering is really the maths. So the maths foundation and the physics from the schooling really gave very much my good foundation. So I have to say thanks to my St. Joseph's Girls Higher Secondary School teacher. And really my biology teacher was very nice, Chandrayaan madam. So that is why I fascinated to do doctor also. But my financial situation made me to select this path. But anyway, I am not missing that much. And my college is the foundation. Over and above what we study in college and what we have worked in space electronics is entirely different. And my main guru is Dr. T.K. Alex, who is our founder. When I joined, he was a division head. Later on, he became a director and he was a Padma Shri awardee also. And second person is Mr. Y.K. Jain, because he was my deputy project director for the INSAT satellite. So he guided me in even small design, how to take care and any small issues. By listening to me, he will be able to tell the answer. This is what you go on trying. So that age when you are 21, 22, 23, those years, we won't feel like talking to guys itself. It's very, even in my college days also, we will be always going with the ladies. Only in the final semester only, we had a lot of connection and talking with all guys. And there it is really very good. Guys won't even come and talk to us also. So those things and all changed when I came to office. And feeling of like we can talk whatever you want, tell what you wanted to tell. So those things were all motivated by my seniors, and they gave lot of freedoms. And in that, I not forget about Mr. Narayan Swami, who always tells about technical things over and above. He is like a father to me. He will tell, please take care of your health. You don't worry about. Even today, he calls me, though he has retired. Even today he calls me and he always enjoys my promotions or my achievements. He calls and wishes me even today. So these people, I think they are my gurus or whatever it is. I will never forget them in my life. We know it will not be, though we have tried with some backup circuits and other things. Main issue is the temperatures are very low, minus 150 degrees centigrade. At that temperature, making the system to work is really very, very difficult. Though people, normally what other people do is they put radiation environment so that the heat will be there. Using the radioactive element, they generate the power. So that is how Mars and other missions and US, everybody works there. But we don't have the accessibility for all those things. So we know it may not work. We just thought if it works, okay. We instead of 14 days at minus 150 degree, when something we keep, we don't know the materials what we have used, whether it will work. Electronic components and all, people say minus 55 degrees and it will work. At minus 65 degree, storage if we keep and bring it back to minus 55 or minus 40, it will work. But not at minus 100 or minus 150. Though we have put some thermal blanket, that blanket also is like when you sleep, you may feel warm, but when the temperature outside is becoming cold, whatever blanket you wear inside also you feel the cold. Same thing happens to all the electronic things, mainly the communication link. It has to act, so that means it has to get the power to receive. The power itself not generated, and the batteries, you know, it cannot work below 0 temperatures. It's very difficult. It will be there, that's all. Yeah, that is there. It will be there in the specialty point always.
Madam, this 14 days,
Yes.
14 days wake up time for the lawyer. Is it has any relevance for this our Purnima and Amavasya of this day?
Yes, sir. It's
Because
like
14 days is selected specifically. That means it must be having relevance. May I know how that relevance is?
See what is happening is how you are seeing the moon when the sunlight falls on the moon, you will see the moon. When sunlight is not falling, you will not be able to see that. So that is what that waxing and waning moon they call. So what we need is power generation we need. So when we are put in the lander in the south pole, the sun angle what we call is it goes from 2 degrees to 22 degrees maximum. Beyond that, the sun will go down. That means it will not illuminate the moon. So that means what? Again the circle comes back after 14 days. So 2 degrees to this day, that's why the landing day, everything is fixed for us. Putting from that, when to launch was calculated back. So that is how we planned our launch day. See, if I am not able to launch that particular day, again we will be postponing for so many days later only. That is the importance for that particular launching day. If opportunity is not available, you would have preferred it somewhere in January only. Because that coming to reach with the minimum fuel, because our main other issue is fuel. We don't have heavyweight rockets to put directly to moon. So that is one more issue. So with all those things, possibilities, what is our capability, how we can go with the minimum fuel, and when we can reach moon, and which is the place where I have to learn. It's all calculated precisely. Based on that precise timing only, we will do the launch days. And the launch time also is fixed for that.
Yeah, it also sleeps for 14 days.
14 days, no light, no sun.
That is sleeping.
That is why it's called sleeping. Sleeping, but it is the cause what happens in space, the temperature when sun comes directly, it can go to 100 degrees also. When sun is not there, it will go to minus 150 degrees. So even in our all the orbits above the space, we have both cold and hot cycles will be there. That's why thermal control in all the spacecraft we planned in such a way that some system where it is becoming hot, its heat is removed by a heat pipe and it is radiated. And where it is very cool, it is taken back and it is thermally it is controlled. All the spacecraft thermal control is really required. We do. That is why that MLA blanket, what you see in every satellite, yellow color shining light will be there. That cover will be there. So that one, the way we put is to control the temperature only. So what is inside heat, what is outside heat should not enter. Inside heat is fully balanced, and some systems like our sensors, we have to mount it outside the satellite only. So there also, except the viewport where the optics is there, remaining part will be covered with the MLA blanket. So that is the way we do the things, and wherever cold, we will put a heater to heat it, so that the system will be always in the operating temperature range. So that thermal fellows have to do, even for the landing or any satellites we have to do. So now here, I need power. We had battery. The battery can work for 10 hours. Suppose if I drain the battery, fully drained battery, I cannot recharge. That is one more issue. So to heat for 10 hours, whatever is required, that is where we need some little bit of hot test to ensure whether engine we can operate it back, and whether we are able to move back the engine. Those tests also we need, so that to future, if human learns on the moon surface to come back and again come back to Earth, we should know whether our engine can work or not. Because now Artemis program, people are planning for moon's colony future. So there people have to land and get back also to the orbiter, to dock. So that some small tests we have done now. So it's very difficult, sir. Cold surface, unless you have a radiating element to keep it warm, it's very difficult.
Because we landed in south, this restriction is there to delay, or we could have landed in some other.
No, anywhere it is the same issue. Sun angle only slightly changes. If you come to equator, the number of craters are very less. Why other people have landed on equator is the craters are less. So even if they miss something, they can land properly on any surface. Whereas South Pole, it is like our north and South Pole, we have ice. So people, why they are interested was lot of craters, so criticality. The other one is any water is available. So in our Chandrayaan 1, we did one moon impact probe test. So where one probe went and landed at the South Pole only, and when it supposedly landed, some particle, whatever it came out, people have analyzed and told water particle is available. So that water is very important element for future human colony, so that they can generate water as well as fuel from the water. That is the main advantage. That's why everybody is interested. And compared to North Pole, South Pole is having more water. Abundance of water is more. That's what people are telling. So that is the reason we landed on South Pole also.
After the sleep cycle, has the system started working?
No, sir. It is over already. 14 days, September 6th, which is supposed to wake up. We tried continuously commanding. Like what we have to do is we have to send a command to the lander, and whether any signal is coming back or not. People continuously tried, not only our station, even all other stations also, they tried for 2-3 days. And we waited, so okay, minus 150 to reach again. It may take 3 or 4 days. Even 4th day, 5th day also people tried. No signal from lander.
Systems are all sleeping.
All are sleeping, only to sleep forever.
I'm Dr. Manji from Jakarta. We have you so long, but really proud of you. I mean, everyone is proud of you, but we were like little kids that day, so excited and watching the whole thing landed, and not only here, all over the world, I think.
Yes.
So, just my question is like, how do you compare India, India with the other countries like China, in terms of logistics, facilities, money? I mean, how do you rate like India? You were saying some team building, of course, helps.
Yeah. See, in India, one good thing is we do everything with a bigger budget. That is the main thing. So even whether Mars mission or Chandrayaan 3 mission, our budget wise is compared to them, it is 1/10 or something we can tell. Okay. And the facility wise, we are always on par, because without the facilities we cannot do. But they may be having still high-end things. one thing is they get the advantage of all the latest technologies in time for them. What we need to do is we were learning and lot of research work goes on in other countries where Chinese and other people, some of the important things they won't disclose. Even in any papers when they write also, these are not we have achieved. Really the in-depth things, no? Even if I read 10 papers, what really is required, I have to do on my own and how I can overcome the problems to do this fiber optic gyro, what we were doing. I worked with more than 350 papers and so many patents we have bought. The patent record, if you read 10 times also, what really they have done, same sentence they'll be telling again and again. By reading 100th time, you may get some small clue. So this is what they have done. So we also will see our systems when we are developing here. We do one electrical model, first cut to demonstrate, and then engineering model, one qualification model. When all the three passes only, we will make the flight model. So that way we will ensure our technology will work. And the main issue was the components. What in India we are lagging is we don't have a foundry, mainly semiconductor foundries. We still import the ICs. And for space, no, not like our computers where we can buy anything from the market and use. Nothing doing. Because they have to work in a radiation environment. So we buy specialized components. That is not available. So that we are importing. That cost is more than what we can make in India. So right now one foundry in semiconductor laboratory in Chandrayaan is coming up, SCL factory we call, but they are not able to do full production. But still it is there, and now Modi has started one foundry in Chennai or somewhere they wanted to do, but again lot of politics is going on. So main issue is ICs, integrated circuit we call, and the other one is the detectors. See, all these sensors, what we need is detectors. So some of the detectors even today for our strategic application like defense people, we won't get. It's the technology is not available. Detectors they are not giving, even if we want to pay money also. Because mainly the infrared region, the night time working devices, we are not getting. So that way technology wise, that is where we are lagging. And unless those type of foundries set up is really required in India. Otherwise, electronics, communications, software writing, digital electronics, analog electronics, whatever you call, mechanical design, everything we are more than them. So that is why they are looking at us, how we can make a smaller system with so much flexibility, so many operations in a single system. We do design. So our Indian minds are very good. So who is sitting there also about Indian? We were all put in one small room where 100 people were ladies only can sit, and he was talking there. And when he came here, he came directly from France. So somebody asked question, it seems, whether you are Indian women studying maths and science. Okay. So then he told us, see, by all these Nari Shakti women, you are all in doing maths and science. With that only you have become scientists. So I told them proudly, tomorrow I am going to see the scientist of ISRO. That is why I came to meet you people specially. Like that he told. And the other one what he told was, he took one picture with us. He told, Namo, you people download and you can get the picture. Then I asked him, sir, whether he can be part of our Republic Day parade. He told, is it who has linked you like that? He was asking. It was there in his mind also, it looks, because of that Nari Shakti he was thinking, and that's why Shiv Shakti point also when he told, I was keeping that also in my mind, like that he was telling me now. So all my ladies, he told, you had the courage to talk to me like that. Because I wanted to say thanks to him also, because after traveling directly he came from France to say thanks to us. So that was really great thing of him directly to come all the way and wish us. That's why I said thanks to him also for all the ladies also. Hopefully he calls. I don't know.
He remembers. So we will start. Older people will start Blueberry.
Youngsters will join it. Anybody else? Anyway, I will give a lecture because already I have prepared almost. Because Chandrayaan is time.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
We are asking people if you want to ask questions.
My name is Prasanna. So, congratulations for success and specifically your contribution for the same. So, I have one fun question and maybe one controversial question. The fun question is a lot of missions going on. The successful Millenium, Chandrayaan, Venus has been announced, and the Gaganyaan has been in progress. So, I know ISRO will treat everything as important as the other, but is there a favorite mission for ISRO? And the controversial question is, what is your opinion on the American moon conspiracy theories?
We cannot talk about what other people have done, and I am not a person to give my opinion about it. But only thing what we felt was that cluttering cannot happen in me. Okay. So that is one thing. Anything, because there is no wind and no air, our thing can flutter. So that is the only thing. Otherwise, their lander model, some things and all they have kept. Some of the seismic instruments they have kept. So that and all people when today it is there. Because there no, it's not like Mars where dust will come and cover. There nothing moves. Everything, whatever you put, even after 30-40 years, it will be like that only. So we were able to see those things also. So we cannot deny that they have landed. So that is one thing. The other one now favorite we cannot tell because now ISRO has to concentrate on research and development and all advanced technologies. And recently we had 2047 Chintan Shiva like that. We had a meeting with all senior people what ISRO has to do in 2047. So they divided all the areas like launch vehicle area, satellite area, and science objectives and capacity building. Mainly, all this technology alone is not. Along with that, in what type of subjects colleges have to teach, where we have to introduce our own people to give training or get training. So futurists now everybody talks about AIML. So how AIML can be part of every activity, and main thing is again communication related and how to do service with less things. So everything we have talked about it, we are making a document about it. So we won't plan tomorrow what we are going to do. We are planning ahead what we have to do. Earlier we were planning every 5 years mission, what we have to do. So those things and all, most of the things we have finished because every 5 year we used to plan and over and above our regular project activities we do lot of technology development programs and other response projects from other academic institutions and even some of the activities what we do also we get it done through private vendors also. Anybody who is interested in getting it done, now we are supposed to bring all MSMEs, startups, companies to do space activities. So space economy only they are thinking will be the number 2 in India for future, which is going to give revenue to the government. So they are planning to expand it in multi-fold in so many areas they are going to do parallelly. So all other, even some ISRO people may be part of the public sector collaboration and other things. And we will be concentrating on the futuristic technologies. R&Ds. That is very useful.
Any more questions? Anyone else has anything to ask?
Is there any investigation of this semiconductor material beyond minus 55? See, in more, the sun is not there. You have temperature supposed to go to minus 200 something.
Minus 190.
Minus 200.
Yeah.
So is there any investigation
Yeah.
that
See,
we
now
can
future.
behavior of this?
See, one side high temperature devices, people are looking at it. The other side low temperature devices also, people are looking at it, how to make, how to survive, how to use that temperature, and whether we can do reverse engineering from that.
Please speak
The
on the
show
mic.
of operation.
Can't hear.
Yeah,
And that is the new technology,
Yeah.
what we are calling it as high temperature devices. See, that is also one field people are already started working, even in ISRO also. When we want to come back, especially Gaganyaan mission, we wanted to land. So while landing, lot of the atmosphere when it enters, it experiences more than 3000 degrees centigrade. So that time, only now we know from ceramic sides and other things we can put and we can reduce the heat. But if I can generate lot of instrument materials which can survive that temperature, using that, whether we can do something. So that also research is going on now. That is on the higher temperature. Now for the lower temperature sites, there are particular, if I want to go interplanetary or any asteroid missions, and how we can survive the very cold without any power. So that is also one more thing is going on, research is going on. And the radioactive element based power generation, all these things also we are also taken up.
So I believe new technology for batteries also is coming. Maybe few years back I heard of carbon nano technology. It has having a very long life of battery.
Super power batteries.
Are you able to use that?
Yes, we are also working with that also. Super power batteries, and we have now made it our own batteries. Lithium ion batteries, what we use in satellite and rockets are made in-house. Earlier we used to import. Now many things we wanted to make it in India. So except this integrated circuit, even integrated circuit also SCL is making many things. So most of the things in another 15 to 20 years, everything will be available in India. So that is what the government is doing. It should make in India. So now we have the technology, only some materials, detectors and ICs, we are still importing. If we can make it our own in India itself, then we will be
I think
self-sustainable.
we have to go for new range of materials.
Yes.
Different materials.
Material science is a big field, it is coming up in a big way. So people who wanted to study engineering, they can take the material science and this advanced temperature related thermal engineering and mechanical structures also. All these subjects are evergreen subjects. It will never die. It will be there always.
Thank you. Thank you.
You were sharing your story and you said that, even those days some of your colleagues left and joined IT, right? And I don't blame them. So India has a pool of talent, but this present generation, Generation Z, we are studying in India, but we are all living in holes, and as statistics shows, lakhs and lakhs of people are leaving, the best brains, the elite. So what is the ISRO doing to attract these best brains? Because your generation is now coming to an end. The present generation, the best of minds, if they don't work here in India, what is the future of ISRO? How do you prevent it? How does the government help ISRO? How does ISRO become, just like the IITs, grab the best brains? So what do you see is the solution?
This one Mangalyaan itself made our ISRO to look back by all our younger generations. Now with this Chandrayaan 3, it will make the younger generation to even look towards ISRO. What I have seen and the youngsters who is join ISRO after completing their engineering, they are undergoing 1 year preparation to pass the test and then another 6 months to prepare for the interview and then they are joining ISRO. So it is not that we will lose people, but whatever, maybe some IIT, some LA people may leave, but it doesn't mean that people who come from like me, an institute which is not recognized itself, when we can do things, nowadays the technology is so high. If you see your kid who knows more than me what a mobile can do. Do you think they cannot do our India to take forward?
I think all questions have been exhausted. We are very thankful to you, Kalpana, for patiently giving us such a lovely inside story. I'm feeling so proud that I have heard the inside story from a person who was standing right there where Chandrayaan went up and all the other things which even what we don't know, you have given us a very nice explanation. It's almost like a storytelling, but so nice to hear it from you. Yes, now.
I just wanted to thank Vaibhavi and Preeti. They showed their dedication in, Vaibhavi showed it in her artistic nature, I think it is there in mind. The other one is his book color by Preeti. So thank you all. And I have sent it to my ISRO colleagues also. Everybody congratulated both of you and our colleagues also. Thank you.
Thank you so much.